champions, Coach Sogo here, excited to bring you a lower body high intensity interval workout. Today is focused on attacking those legs. So get ready for about a 40-minute workout. All you're going to need for equipment is a mat. You're going to need one heavier dumbbell. I've got a 35 pounder. You also need one a little bit lighter, either a 15 to 20 pound weight. Lighter if that's all you've got, it's all good. You can even use a water jug. Or a kettlebell if you've got one in the house to use as an option for swings. You can use a dumbbell or a kettlebell for swings. All right, so our Tabata warm-up today has 4 exercises. We've got ankle kicks, a right side plank crunch, a left side plank crunch, and jump squats. We're going to repeat those twice through for 8 intervals, 30 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest in between. All right, so let me demo those exercises for you. All right, our ankle kicks. It's basically a butt kick, all right? Just bringing those heels up as close to your backside as you can, stretching out the front of your legs. All right, next step is going to be our plank crunch. So you're down to the mat. We're going to stack our feet together. Elbow is right underneath your shoulder. We're going to lift up into that oblique squeeze. Reach your arm over your head. Pull that elbow toward your knee for that crunch. If that stresses that bottom knee, just cross that knee underneath, still pull that oblique up strong and crunching with that knee bend underneath you, all right? Then we're gonna switch over to the other side. Same thing applies. Put that elbow right underneath your shoulder, stack your feet, get a nice abdominal squeeze, reach over your head and crunch. All right, once again, if that's too much stress on that bottom knee, you can just cross that knee underneath, lift up, and do that side plank crunch. All right, then we're going into our jump squat. All right, so these transitions are going to be quick though, between 10 seconds. We're going to take it down into a squat, keep your heels engaged, power out of the bottom, always landing mid-foot to heel, keeping your chest up. If you're not jumping today, take it from a squat to a calf raise as a lower option. All right, after you get through that Tabata warm-up, you're then going to go into 5 blocks of work. The first block, you're going to set the timer for 1.5 minutes. So you'll need either a stopwatch, Apple Watch, iPhone, Samsung phone, whatever you've got to set your timer for 1.5 minutes. So what's going to happen is we're going to do one exercise and then going down to the mat for the second one. We're going to keep adding on to the beginning and the end of every block and adding 1.5 minutes to each block. So I'm going to put this in the comments so you got the whole workout listed out for you. First block is going to be 1.5 minutes long. So go ahead and set your timer for 1.5 minutes. All right. And when you get ready, we're going into a weighted goblet squat. So this is where you're going to need the heavy option. And we're going to the mat for an outside mountain climber to leg lift. So let me show you these. So this is going to be for 10 weighted goblet squat. So take your feet wider than your hips, chest stays proud. Weight goes right underneath your chin. You can do this with body weight if you want to. All right, we're taking it down into that deep squat, almost touching those elbows to your knees, pushing your butt back, pushing your heels apart. All right, after 10 reps of weighted goblet squat, you're going down to the mat. All right, we're going to stay on our palms, so driving your palms into the floor. All right, squeeze your belly button to your spine. We're going to wrap around that foot to the outside of your hand, back to center, and lift and lower that same leg. Take a big step forward on the other side, foot to the hand, back to center, lift and lower. We're going to stay here until the time expires. So as soon as 90 seconds is up, that's when you stop your outside mountain climber to leg lift. And then you can take a breather. All right, next up, you're going to set your time for 3 minutes of work. And we're going to do the same 10 reps of our weighted goblet squat. And we're going to add on a kettlebell swing or a dumbbell swing. Then we're going to go back to the outside mountain climber and add on a speed skater lunge in addition. So instead of 2 exercises, you'll have 4, and that speed skater you're going to go until time expires. So we're back to the same Goblet squat for 10. All right, so dropping it in for 10. And then you're grabbing either a dumbbell or a kettlebell, either option. Feet go a little wider than your hips. Chest stays proud. You're going to hinge at the waist. Pop it with your backside. Arms are just along for the ride. All about activating the back side of the body. Hamstrings, low back, and glutes. If you have a kettlebell, same thing here. Just popping it with your backside. We've got 10 reps. All right. Then we're going down to the mat once again for 10 this time of our plank outside mountain climber to leg lift. Outside mountain climber to leg lift. That is 5 on each side for 10 total. And you'll finish with the remainder of the 3 minutes with speed skater, lunge, side to side, sticking your landing. All right, go until the time buzzes and then take a water break. All right. So that's block 2. All right, we're adding on time and adding on 2 exercises to block 3. So set your timer for 4.5 minutes. This time we've got 10 goblet squat, 10 kettlebell or dumbbell swings, a weighted sumo squat, and then your outside mountain climber to alternating leg lift, your speed skater, both of those for 10 total, and then adding on a pencil jump until the time expires. All right, so this time you've got 6 exercises to do in 4.5 minutes, starting with, once again, goblet squat. All right, dropping into your goblet squat for 10, going into your kettlebell or dumbbell swings for 10. All right, popping it on your backside, and then we're going into a weighted sumo squat. So we're going wide with our stance, keeping your chest up. We're going to drop in. We're going to work the adductors a little bit more with that, which is the inside of the leg, in that weighted goblet for 10. All right, now going back to your outside mountain climber to leg lift, 10 total. All right, 1, each side counts as 1. All right, then you're going to your speed skater lunge for 10 total. Got weights all over the place. 1, 2, 3, 4. You get the drill. All right, and now pencil jumps for the duration of the 4.5 minutes. So just bringing your arms back slightly, catch some air. It's not as deep as a jump squat like we did earlier. We're just catching some air to those feet. If you're not jumping, take it to a calf raise. All right? Until your 4.5 minutes runs out. We got 2 more blocks to do. Block 4, we're going to add on to both ends. So we've got our 10 goblet squat, our 10 kettlebell or dumbbell swings, our wide stance sumo squat. Next we're going to add on a weighted sumo squat to Frogger. And then you're back to your outside mountain climber to leg lift, your speed skater for 10, your jump, pencil jump for 10, and we're going to add on a sit-up with a weight. So that's where the smaller weight's going to come in. This time we're going to add this one in for your butterfly sit-up. All right, so back to the time set for 6 minutes. Block 4. 6 minutes long, starting with your goblet squat. So here's 10 on your goblet. Here's 10 on your kettlebell swing. All right. Here's 10 for your weighted sumo. Wide stance for 10. After you get 10, we've got 10 lift, lower, and jump. Lift, lower, and jump. All right, 10 like that if you're not jumping today. Lift, lower, and another calf raise. All right, then we're going back to outside mountain climber to leg lift, outside mountain climber to leg lift. All right, 10 total. Speed skater for 10 total. 1, 2, 3, 4. pencil jump for 10, or calf raise. And then for time to finish out the duration of your 6 minutes, you're going to take your smaller weight with you. Put the bottoms of your feet together. We're going to lay down, wrap the weight over your head, sit up, press it overhead. So it's a butterfly, sit up to overhead press until time expires. When you finish out your 6 minutes, take a breather, get a drink of water. We've got one more block left, 7.5 minutes. We're going to add on a weighted hip bridge and burpees until time. All right, so on the weighted bridge, you're going to need your big weight once again. We're going to bring that in again. So this time, set your time for 7.5 minutes. We're starting with our goblet squat for 10. All right, dropping it in, pushing off your heels, push your knees apart. We've got our kettlebell or dumbbell swings, hopping with your backside for 10. We've got sumo squat, so nice wide stance, dropping in, picking it up, tapping the floor if you can go quite that deep. And then the next one, lift, lower, catch some air for 10. All right, and then we're going to weighted hip bridge. So taking that heavy weight with you, because hips and glutes can handle a lot. They're the big muscle movers, so set that big weight right on your hip bones. Bring your heels in, squeeze in your glutes at the top. 1, 2 up, 1, 2 down for 10 total. All right, now we're back to our outside mountain climber to leg lift. So brace your core, belly button to spine, wrap it around to the outside, lift and lower, outside foot to the hand, lift and lower for 10 total. Each side counts as 1, speed skater, 2, 3, 4 for 10, pencil jump for 10, or to calf raise as a lower option, butterfly sky. Taking that lower weight with you, or you can do body weight sit-ups, bottoms of your feet together. This time we're doing 10 weighted sit-up to overhead press. If you would rather not press overhead, you can just take that weight with you and keep it at your chest. And we're going to finish the remainder of our 7.5 minutes with burpees. All right, so here's our burpee zone. You can put the push-up in it if you want to. We'll drop our hands down into the squat, jump back, push up at the bottom, jump in, jump up. Or if you're not doing the push-up today, or another option, squat in, step back, step in, and stand up. All right, so burpees until the 7.5 minutes expires. That is your lower body HIIT training for today. You're champions. I love you. Keep moving. You're amazing. Sweaty selfies. Love you. Bye.